I'm doing this weird angle right now showing the sky because Caleb wants to keep his friends that know about this secret spot we're going to. We're going specifically for crappie. If they're spawning right now, they're here. If they're not, then they're not. But hopefully we'll get into them. I'm gonna be running a 1/32 jig head with a gulp minnow, and it sounds like Caleb's gonna go more along the lines of a traditional minnow. So we'll see how we do. 2.5 inch gulp minnows. What I do is I thread them on so that it looks like the jig head is like the eye, and you just have it come out through the back. Boom, on. And probably the best part about this whole rig is the fact that it rarely comes off. You know, you can catch 10 fish on the same one, whereas live bait, you're switching bait all the time.
Yeah.
The best part about these baskets is you can lift up and then just the fish are on top of the water, and then you just drop them back in, and then you're not digging around looking for them all the time. Love that. Ego makes this tactical fishing gear for the savvy angler. Bringing in your log. I'm not proud how excited I just got. It seemed like you almost had it. I might go out right by you if you don't mind. See if we can figure out what they are at least. Oh! I haven't gotten a hit yet though. And you sure were. I wonder what just got robbed you. Yeah, it looked
like a short, like sharp strike, you know.
Yeah.
Like too crazy.
That's a fish. Yep. 6-pound line. Nice. Yeah, he smoked it, as they normally do. Man, that's a messed up looking crappie. So you can tell it's a smallmouth. You see how the jaw does not go past the eye? And you see how it has a bunch of stripes that are vertical down the back? That's very standard for a smallmouth. And a largemouth have one long stripe going down the side, and its jaw, when open, will go past the eyeball. Kind of cool. You always got to ask, like, well, if we would have worm and bobbered it, we would have gotten a lot, or, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's just the standard.
Yeah, when I come down here, like,
Another fish. Yeah, looks like a pretty good one. Well, that's a bigger one. That one's really nice. Awesome, man. Just like we said, we were coming to fish for smallmouth.
yeah.
Another smallmouth. Great fight on the ultralight with 6-pound test. Thank God Caleb is here with the net. Great fish. That's a nice one too, dude. Oh, that's a big one in there. That is cool. Well, we did not get any crappie, but I did get to catch 3 pretty good-sized smallmouth.
Oh yeah.
And now we're going back to the house. Jeff's gonna be there to meet us. We're gonna cook up some dinner and then off for walleye.
Make yourself at home.
So glad you're here. Yay.
Yay.
Jeff.
Did you know that at the time of European contact, there were only 15,000 Native Americans in Michigan? Makes you think.
When Jeff was waiting for us while we were smallmouth bass fishing and or crappie fishing, he was locked out, so he went to a museum. But now you're full of
It's
information.
across the street. It's the Carnegie Museum.
Good museum. Stay out of there. We are making some venison ramen. Got a nice back strap in there.
You saved your back strap for us?
I did.
Bless your
Oh,
heart.
I've got 5 years, so I got a couple left.
Oh,
But
must be
searing
nice.
that up good, and then we're gonna finish that up in the air fryer. Actually, my favorite way to cook back straps. And we got venison bone broth over there. I'm gonna start heating that up. I'll saute some garlic and ginger in the pan first, and sesame oil. Then you put the broth in. This stuff here is just for toppings for after it's all made. Got the good ramen noodles, not the crappy kind. That's important. Don't use the quick ramen or whatever. Those are awful.
The little squares?
Yeah.
If it costs 10 cents, it's the wrong ones?
Yeah.
So in Michigan, this is like the biggest prize you can get. Like, go look in the woods, find these. You cut them long ways, and then like he said, rinse them off really good because the little bugs and sand and stuff will be in them because they like sandy ground as it is.
I'll show you how I preserve them too. Not many people know this.
You preserve them?
I've dehydrated them before too. But you rinse them off good and cut them in half. Freeze them on a piece of parchment paper. You want to freeze them first, and then I put them in the vacuum sealer because if you vacuum seal them before they're frozen, those
messes up the
mushroom mush.
Okay.
And the key is you have to cook them frozen after. If you thaw them out, they get really gross. That's why people don't do it that way. But it's like it was explained to me like French fries. Like you don't thaw out the French fries before you put them in the oven.
That's true.
These are ramps that I picked yesterday. So these are the leaves and the bulbs. For all of you out there who know about ramps, I only took a couple bulbs. There's a big field of them. Don't sweat it. I promise. I know how to harvest them. And these are a little bit of the leaves cut up those long time.
What is it people get upset about?
Ramps have a 7-year germination period from when the bulb starts growing to the point it comes out of the ground. And it is an actual issue. People over harvesting, and like it became a fad online kind of, and some people really messed up some like big crops because they just went crazy and picked as many as they could.
So you're only supposed to grab some.
Yeah, like that was a huge field of them that I picked those out of pretty much on a hillside, and I took 4 bulbs out of probably thousands of plants.
Sesame seeds.
Do you guys ever see those videos with those people from Asia where they'll like have like a bunch of food in front of them like this, and they'll have like a whole squid and they'll be like, and they'll like bite it off and like do all that crazy stuff?
Slurping is not as frowned upon in Asian culture.
How come they do it in the videos then? Is
I
it
said
like
it's not as frowned upon because it indicates that you're enjoying your food, and they do a lot of
Slurping it?
broths
Slurp
and
away.
noodles and
slurp away? I'm not gonna do that. This is one heck of a dish here.
He just made you this beautiful meal and then told you to slurp. You slurp.
The morel's great. Wow. So this is your bone broth that you made from your deer.
Right. Yep. Bone broth. Probably the same deer that the bone broth came from.
That's awesome.
And those eggs were actually farm raised from a friend. It's pretty cool.
You are cool.
Those morels are so good.
You know what I'm talking about with the videos where they're like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and they like have a whole squid and it's
It's
fighting
like
back,
moving.
and they're like,
Yeah.
they're like, then they'll like wring out the ink.
Oh, yeah.
Did I do it right?
Yep. Sure did.
You nailed it. Proud of you.
This is amazing. What a meal. Thank you, man.
Happy to have you guys over.
I'm filming. Do something.
I got a big blizzard, but not this big.
Gigantic.
No, it just didn't fit. It was gonna spill over. Eat your dilly bar and shut up.
He already ate 2/3 of it. Look at the size of that thing.
I was really pumped about ice cream.
Did you know they make an extra large?
No, like what is it, like 4,000 calories?
Do you pay for it, or if you have the park pass, are you good? Marking a lot of fish. Are we fishing in here? Someone would have brought me crappie fishing here today.
Oh, like go fast or something.
All right. There's a little hole right here,
Yep.
so go above it.
Yep.
All right. Hey, can you wipe my schnoz? Not for nothing.
My nose is running. I don't want Caleb to see. I need you to take this one. Put it on your sleeve.
Yes. You tell him you sneezed an hour ago.
Remember that time in 2nd grade when I wiped my nose on the back of your hoodie? Well, you don't remember that, but I remember that.
And this is how you can repay me. For what? Being your rag? God, you're acting like you're on your rag. Okay.
I'm playing with fire. I still have so much left to learn.
You think you have one on? Every time I pull it, it does something. Well, don't pull like that. Pull just real normal. You look like a psycho.
Well, I'm trying to test if it was a snag.
Psycho.
Oh, something's going on. I don't like this.
That looks like a middle fish in the middle.
Yeah, you got a fish.
Yeah, that's a walleye. That's what we're trying to catch is walleye.
Bring it on up.
Ready for
Walk
walleye.
back that way. Let me get the line in my hand.
That was a very bizarre fight.
Where's he going?
I got a good one on. I'd like to note that I'm surprised by the fight where I might even have two. Like this is a really, really good fish. Because Jeff's wasn't, like, he was confused. And I feel like this is big. Got him? That'll definitely go 15. That's probably 18, 19.
It's so big, it's like a Titan. It's like Titan-ish. Titanic. What's funny is with the fire in the back, it looks like the boat's doing that. Like that's on the boat.
Yeah.
Jolene, Jolene.
What are you throwing, Caleb?
Jig head off the three-way, and then a floating jig head off that.
Oh, there you go. All right. A little double whammy.
So Caleb tells us whipping's the best. Takes his whipping, catches fish not whipping.
You guys can try this out if you want. I'll whip for a little while.
Off the front of the boat.
He's a keeper. Yeah, you guys want to try that out?
What do you do?
So, like you can hear it, I'm hitting that break wall and then letting it sink for a minute, and then just slow reel with a couple jerks every now and then.
Couple what?
A couple jerks every now and then.
That's it?
That's it.
He'll go.
I think so.
Come on.
He's good.
Yeah. Like for real, he's good, or
Yeah,
no one's looking, he's good.
He's good. He's good.
Let's get a look. Let's get a look in here. See how we're doing. Show the kids at home.
Man, that's a freaking lunker. I think we got 7.
All right.
6 maybe. Probably start keeping track here pretty soon.
Off the front of the boat. There he goes.
He's barely a keeper.
Mind your business. A respectable keeper whose size doesn't really matter.
That's right.
Well, I mean, it matters.
It's more about how he swims.
It matters to the law, but it's okay.
2 John's custom rods. He makes these whipping rods right here in St. Clair County, and I think he sells them actually at a couple different stores. I know Anderson's Probate carries them, and you can buy them directly from him.
Funny, it's such an oddly specific thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's such a specialty item that it really only makes sense for people that are doing this tactic here. And that's why it's hard to find at big stores. But him making them personally, the quality is pretty outstanding too.
Yeah, they're amazing. And like you said, you can't just like pick up a normal rod from the store and do this kind of fishing. You really have to have this special rod. So pretty cool. They let us borrow one. Caught some fish on them.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
I think we're at 11.
They're only what, 40, 45 inches long?
Something like that.
The fish?
No, the rod. The rod we were just discussing, remember? Use your head for 1 minute.
Great fish.
That is a great fish.
Good one, man.
Yeah. Smacker too. Sometimes they just don't turn on until a little bit later too, you know?
Well, that summarizes a pretty awesome day on the water. We ate some good food, finished with some awesome fish, and let's take one last look just to see our bounty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And with fire, I still have so much left to learn. I'm fighting my desire to light it up and watch it burn.